Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this 2020 movie from last year. I actually watched this movie on Hulu today through Cinemax, and that's going to be on the 2020 science fiction horror film, The Invisible Man. Yep, that's right. I finally watched The Invisible Man today, and so The Invisible Man is about this girl named Cecilia. It's about this girl named Cecilia who believes she's being stalked and harassed by her abusive ex-boyfriend, who may be possibly dead, but of course he's actually invisible. And so of course of course Cecilia feels like she's going crazy, and then later in the film she has to try her best to prove her innocence, to prove that she's innocent, and hopefully stop the Invisible Man from stalking her. And and that's pretty much what The Invisible Man is about. So, like I said, I officially watched this movie on Hulu through Cinemax today, and in my opinion, guys, I actually really love this movie. I thought it was an awesome 2020 film from last year. Yeah, and of course, this is what the DVD looks like. I remember getting this DVD recently, back when I was at the Dollar General store, and in my opinion, I actually really loved it. I will say it's definitely one of the best movies of 2020 last year, because this was actually one of the early 2020 films that came out during the end of February of 2020. This movie actually came out before Elite Day of 2020, which was February 28th, 2020 last year, and then, of course, due to quarantine and all the COVID-19 pandemic going around last year, Universal announced that they would release The Invisible Man on VOD earlier, just a few weeks after its theatrical release. Because Universal officially announced that back in March, I think, March of last year. But now that I finally watched it on Hulu, The Invisible Man, I can definitely say, is definitely one of the best movies of 2020 last year. And of course, it's got good acting too. The acting performances, it's really awesome. And of course, the girl who played Cecilia in this film, Elisabeth Moss, Elisabeth Moss does a really great job in this film. She was great in this movie, and she definitely nailed her performance. Yeah, I really liked it. And of course, I knew Elisabeth Moss from a bunch of other media recently. Back then, I didn't know much about her, but ever since The Invisible Man, I did some research on Elisabeth Moss, and it does look like she has done some other good films back in the past, prior to The Invisible Man. Here is the DVD disc for The Invisible Man, rated R. And there are some scenes in this film that gets really intense. There was this part where they were at this restaurant type of thing, and yeah. And of course there are some times where this movie does get intense, and of course the jump scares in this film are not really predictable. The jump scares aren't predictable. They actually work fine, and they actually work well. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Besides Elisabeth Moss, Storm Reid is actually in this film too. And I thought Storm Reid did a good job in this film. I first knew Storm Reid when she was in that Disney movie from 2018, A Wrinkle in Time. And of course, I also know Storm Reid is also going to be in the new Suicide Squad movie that's coming out next month on August 6th, which I'm really looking forward to seeing, the Suicide Squad. And the bonus features to the DVD here for The Invisible Man. The bonus features include deleted scenes and also a feature commentary with writer and director Lee Winnell, whatever you want to pronounce it. Yeah. So overall, The Invisible Man is definitely an awesome 2020 film, one of the best movies of last year, and I'm gonna give The Invisible Man 5 out of 5 stars. It definitely deserves 5 out of 5 because I love this movie. So yeah, if you're a fan of horror movies, and if you haven't seen the Invisible Man yet, then I definitely recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on The Invisible Man. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.